A liberal watchdog group consisting of several former White House ethics lawyers have filed a lawsuit against President Trump. The suit alleges Mr. Trump is violating the Constitution by allowing his hotels and other businesses to accept payments from foreign governments. On Monday, the president called the lawsuit, quote, totally without merit. CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reid has read through the recently filed documents, and she joins me now from Washington. All right, so Paula, first off, explain this lawsuit for us. Is there merit?
This group wants the president to stop taking money from foreign entities through his business. They argue that when foreign government officials go to his golf courses, stay at his hotels, or when he receives loans from foreign governments, that he's actually receiving a gift in violation of the Constitution. Now, some things have changed since this lawsuit was filed, and that is that the president has filed proper paperwork actually resigning from many of his businesses. So as to whether or not this has merit, it's up to the judge to determine whether or not the president resigning from those businesses, actually filing the right paperwork earlier today, whether or not that absolves him of this constitutional problem.
Well, Paula, is there precedent or a sitting president facing a lawsuit?
Yes, and usually presidents are protected from things that they do as president, anything they do in their official duties, but they are not protected from anything that happened before they came into office. And that's what makes this administration so unique, because the president does have many pending lawsuits related to his business interests before he took office. Now, this one's a little bit unusual because they're arguing that he took the gifts as a U.S. official, but he's only technically been a U.S. official for a few days. So we're definitely in uncharted territory here, Elaine.
All right, given what you just said then, Paula, how do you see this playing out?
The first big question is going to be whether or not this group even has standing. In order to bring a lawsuit, you have to prove that you have somehow been injured by this conduct. This ethics group says they have been injured because they've had to divert resources to focus on this. Now, they're a watchdog group, and while there's a little bit of precedent to support this idea of having to divert resources, it would be a much stronger case if it was brought by an individual or a business who could prove economic injury.
So then, Paula, what is this watchdog group seeking here? Is this really just another way potentially to get the president's tax returns?
That would be a potential result if this lawsuit is allowed to go forward. That is something they are certainly seeking, because they argue that they want all documents that can give them a broader picture of the president's financial dealings. But Elaine, I see a lot of parallels here to the civil suits that were brought seeking Secretary Clinton's emails. You have unprecedented legal issues, you have questions about transparency, and it appears that this is just the first glimmer of the type of litigation that liberal advocacy organizations are going to continue to bring until they can get before a federal judge and bring this through court and hopefully get discovery and maybe get some of those documents that could be politically damaging.
All right, we know you'll be watching it all. Paula Reid in Washington. Paula, thank you.